Gold! This is a serious video. I'm not joking about this. This is only a small, well, it's not a small, but a Ziploc bag full of heavily gold-bearing ferromagnetic, they call it black sand, but it's ferromagnetic. And gold miners and people that sluice for gold having a hard time getting this separated from the gold. I've come up with a device, and since I can't afford to patent it, because I don't know if you know about patents, which you probably don't, they're astronomically expensive and they take years. So I'll actually sell the design to this device. A friend sent me not just this, I have 40 pounds of this stuff in the other room. 40 pounds. Interestingly enough, when I've actually poured out 3 Ziploc bags full of this for testing, and I've actually been thinking about this now for quite a long time on the design of this device, which somebody could build in a matter of about 7 or 8 hours or less, and it would cost roughly about $400 for someone to build this device, of which I will sell the designs for. And if you want to buy the design, my email is in the description link below. Interestingly enough, just as a side note, when I was actually pouring out one of these Ziploc bags earlier, I was like, "Oh, look, there's some gold, and look, there's another little bit of gold." A lot of gold sluicing and extraction these days is dealing with very fine gold, and the gold itself is getting caught up in stuff like this, depending on the type of ground that is being sluiced or mined for gold extraction. Everybody calls me Magneto, or the god of magnets, whatever you will. I mean, you know, the expert on magnetism, and I can literally say that I wrote the book on magnetism. I say, what about the practical value of your knowledge on magnets and magnetism? Well, I actually have a lot of that. There's at least 30 devices that I've designed that employ magnets, and I've got a brilliant design for this. I'm going to show you this, by the way. This just looks like dirt, maybe to you. You can't tell in the video, but it's actually ferromagnetic. They call it black sand. And what happens is that when people run this through their sluice, the baby powdered or fine gold is caught up in this, and then it just shoots out the end of the sluice. I don't know if you know this or not, but if you shoot the gold at the end of the sluice, that means you didn't catch it. And if you didn't catch it, then you actually can't use it to cash it in. In other words, you spent all this time mining and sluicing the gold, but it went from here to here, and it went out over here in the ground because it's caught up in this. So, let me show you this. Let me grab this magnet over here, which is stuck. There we go. Yeah, you see this? You see this? You see this magnet here? Yeah? You see the problem? Actually, the bag will want to wrap itself around the magnet. Yeah, I don't want to get it too close to my camera because it's a really powerful magnet. But you see, by separating out this ferromagnetic sand, yeah, from the sluice run, which my device does, and I said I will sell the design of my device very cheaply. I have to make money, you know, by using my sharp mind and my creative talent for designing and building things, of which I do have a very sharp mind. You know, the guy that knows 6 languages and translates ancient Greek and is the first person in the world to accurately explain what magnetism is and how it works probably has a sharp mind. I can't afford a patent. I can't afford to wait years to get a patent, but I will sell this design relatively very inexpensively, and someone could build it for roughly, depends on whether you use... I don't actually want to mention one of the parts, but if you actually take that part out of the scenario, which is only a few $100s, then you could build this device for roughly $500 or $600 or less. Actually, less than that. So I was able to get the magnet away from it. But yeah, able to pull this and extract. I'm going to see if I can turn this Ziploc upside down without spilling it. You see? Yeah. By getting this away from the gold-bearing material, it will actually catch in the wiffles, which are basically traps for the gold in the sluice run, by extracting this out, and that's what my device does. So anytime, and I've had this question asked to me, man, what about the practical uses of your immense knowledge on magnets and magnetism? I mean, it has to have a practical... Yes, it has a lot of practical uses. I would have, if a patent was like or even a patent was $1,000, I'd have 30 or 40 patents on devices I've come up with regarding magnets and magnetism. I have several super rich buddies. One of them is a mega millionaire. He himself has 6 patents. He's a mega millionaire. And he bemoans the fact that now it is basically insanely expensive and insanely time and stress involved to get a patent on anything. And he's a mega millionaire. So when people ask me ignorantly, why don't you have a patent on this? You have a sharp mind, you come up with these devices. It's because you have no idea what it takes to get a patent. You just have no idea at all. I'm not a greedy person. I'm not trying to I would like to take a real vacation at some point in time. So, yeah, I have over 40 pounds of this stuff. But I have come up with a way to get this apart from the gold. Yeah, an ingenious device. You're welcome. A very ingenious device. Thanks to me for coming up with it. I was wondering what it was sticking to. It was sticking to some other magnets over here. I have magnets all over the house. I was like, what is this big magnet sticking to? It's sticking to some other magnets laying over here I didn't know I had. Let's take these little small magnets and, you see? This is the problem. The gold is caught up in this ferromagnetic black sand. So... if there are any gold sluicers out there that are dealing with pay dirt, by the way, they call this pay dirt. I don't know if you know what pay dirt is. There's like dirt. In the mining process of sluicing, you remove dirt, worthless stuff that has nothing in it, right? And then you get to what they call pay. And they just call it pay for short. It's pay dirt. And this is pay dirt. Because this is full of gold. I've had a little too much caffeine this morning. This is full of gold. This is. You can even, at certain points in time, not through the Ziploc, but laying it out on a plate where I've been experimenting with it, you can see, it's like, oh, look, there's the gold. You can see it in here. But it's very fine gold. Yeah? There's some, super small nuggets in here, like really small nuggets in here, but most of it is baby powder or flour gold. Yeah? So, I'm repeating myself now, but if you're interested in purchasing this this design for the DIY extraction, if you invest $500-600 to build a device that will let you capture all this gold in your sluice run whiffles, rather than shooting it out the end of your sluice onto the dirt, then the device pays for itself. It takes $600 basically and 6 hours to build. After doing that, it will pay for itself in one day. Yeah, let me repeat that. The device that I've designed will pay for itself in one day. That's not hyperbole. That's not fantastical talk. It's hardcore empirical fact. Yeah. Yeah, I have 40 pounds of this. When the post woman delivered it, it was delivered by the post office. She knocked on my door, and then she said, "Oh my God, what's in that box? It's so heavy." She's a short little blonde postal worker. "Oh my God, what's in there? Oh my God." I nearly gave myself a hernia lifting the box up. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Oh, I got a golden apple over here. Let's end up the video like this. Gold! This is real gold, but it's gold leaf. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Catch you later. Bye.